Hey Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anyone with heavy placements in your chart. This is going to be your bonus read. We're going to look into a bunch of different things, almost like the nitty gritty. So let me just give you the disclaimer right now. This is not by any means medical advice. Make sure that you see your doctor. I'm just going to give you guidance on issues and what I pull on the energy around it. So take it where it applies and use it if you can at all. If not, throw it out, but take it with a grain of salt if you don't feel like it's for you. Also, this is not encouragement for you to go do anything to any exes or anyone of that nature. This is solely for your benefit. It's to give you an explanation on certain things, not necessarily and it's to help you better handle it. How you want to go about things in your life. We can't change people or situations, but you know, if you want an explanation, you want some inside info on it, this is going to be the reading for that. As well, and that doesn't mean that it's going to be bad. It can also be positive. We haven't got into it yet, so just take it where it resonates. I hope it's good for everyone. I hope it helps everyone. Anything you need on me, see in the description box below. Any comments, how it resonates, suggestions for your next video, please leave that in the comment section. And if you haven't already, please subscribe if you're interested. I appreciate all the new subscribers that I have, and like and or dislike the video. Let me know how you feel about it. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in here. I got a bunch of different cards out for you guys. I think there's two that I forgot to grab that I need to grab, so I probably will when it comes down to it. We're just gonna go ahead and jump in for us, okay? I'm not the mind, I'm not the body. My eyes have noticed to my soul. Please allow me to be the channel. Open me up to the energy of Sagittarius. We're going to go ahead and tap into the third party energy, guys. I know some of you in the comments in the last read, or one of my readings, you all mentioned being in third party situations. So whichever side you fall in on that, we're going to look into it. Off the bat, I feel like if the relationship you had with them was unstable, you need to kind of stand your ground. Do not lower your boundaries or settle for anyone. They should respect you. You know what you need for a relationship or for a partnership. If you're not in a third party situation, if this does not apply, it could be for love, it could be wherever it lies, wherever it's hidden for you, but if not, do not try to make it your story. Okay? So let's see, third party, the person that you deem as a third party or that you're in a third party situation with. Let's see, how does your partner in that feel? The one that you are connected to in the third party, how do they feel for you? How does the person in the third party feel? How your mind feel for them? Alright, so here's what I have. The person, they feel like you guys were kind of on the same page with what it is you all wanted as far as a relationship, some of the views that you had on life, maybe even spiritual beliefs here. Even if there was some differences in it, like for example, they didn't agree with you doing tarot, but you're into tarot, something like that. I feel like overall the core meaning of your beliefs were pretty much the same. Now, they moved on from this situation really out of worry. I think they kind of scared themselves out of it, possibly because of the strong connection that they felt for you, or with you here, to you, take it how you will. It maybe caused them to kind of scare themselves or possibly sabotage the situation. Yeah, you were very, very caring to them, fell into this without any kind of worry here. It was relaxing, healing. Sagittarian energy, something that you felt you could kind of recover with, you know, after some time, having some false starts, really getting back into life. Let's see, how do they feel for Sag? How does their first and third party feel for them? I mean, they have a lot that they want to say. They do feel like you're leaving them behind here, and like they were kind of forced to move on. They're possibly even upset, like they feel like they got some lasting words for you here. They feel like they weren't heard, or maybe you all had like some kind of misunderstanding where you thought you all weren't aligned here, but you absolutely were, and they just possibly didn't feel heard, like you weren't listening to them. Let's see, why did they move on with someone else? Why did they move on with someone else here? And It's a lot of worry. I mean, it was just an opportunity somebody was offering to them here. I feel like at first they weren't really open to it because they really wanted things to kind of work out here with you. And they weren't really giving this person any time. And this person had almost stopped giving to them because they felt like there was something that was hidden. They knew they were attached in something that was unhealthy, or they felt like the relationship that you had with that time, that you had with them at that time, was unhealthy. They felt chained to it. And the other person kind of knew that. So they weren't going to give to them as long as they were still in that partnership. They found happiness with them. They wanted to invest. And they offered that to your person, and your person took it. And that's why things between you and them slowed down. I think you know exactly the moment when this kind of took place. So it was like somebody offering them something stable without worry. They weren't really interested in it, but this person, you know, kind of made a sweet deal. And they were kind of in something at the time period that was unhealthy with you, that kind of led them to go ahead and accept it. You know exactly when this was taking place. If you can kind of think about that moment where you thought that maybe this could happen, I feel like that's where it's at. Yeah, a lot of happiness though I feel here is assured for you, and I feel like they thought that too as well, and I feel like somehow you all will be able to kind of maybe move past this, but they were looking at this as an opportunity. I feel like they kind of had some kind of joy, and it was a great way to kind of move on from you, from like one situation to the next. Like, yes, this was stable, I had a nice relationship, it's going sour, let me go ahead and exit out of this and go on to something else. But I feel like their decision left them with a lot of confusion here. You know. Alright, let's see. Are they happy with the other person? They don't feel heard. That's why I feel like they felt like they were more aligned with you, with your values, your beliefs, how it is you all wanted to commit. With this person, it's very difficult. I feel like they battle a little bit. This person gives up rather easy, and your person, the person they're with, gives up rather easily in these conversations, and your person almost feels like left unheard, like no one's on their side. Like, yes, they did overcome and they get everything that they want, but that person almost lacks some kind of love in them, or loses faith in them here, and they really want happiness. They see them having it with that person, but they keep having unexpected obstacles in this newfound happiness that they have. Things just keep happening out the blue, you know, catching them off guard, some things that they possibly weren't ready for. And I do feel there could be some kind of guilt in it, which makes them kind of look like, is this situation happy? Because I'm getting attacked a lot here. It doesn't look like we're going to have a good start. And I feel like they take time away to kind of think about, like, maybe this isn't really it for them. But they still try to work things out with this individual, even though it's difficult to get that person to understand, you know. Future interactions with them, I feel like you all will be communicating here. It could be about money, could be something tangible here. I feel like you and or this person are kind of juggling back and forth here between responsibilities, having things that you want, but this person is kind of like in and out. So I feel like if you're the one that is like juggling and multitasking, doing a lot of things by yourself, this person comes in when they feel like it's the most heavy for you to kind of assist you for a bit. They hope that you still have the same kind of interest. Maybe they're using this situation as an excuse to kind of talk to you, but they definitely want to travel to see you. They feel like you still have some attraction towards them despite what you're going through, and they want to come in and kind of fulfill that. So be careful with it, because I don't feel like you need the extra burdens that they're going to bring if they're not here for a long time. Because with this Knight, they're not here for a long time, you know. I feel like you're doing well by yourself, even though it is a struggle. I feel like you're definitely motivated and you have a goal in mind, and you need to continue to do so by yourself, and kind of drop the burdens if this person is coming in to bring one. And I know it causes you a lot of stress, but you've been focusing and doing a lot of work for yourself and a lot of victory, even if it is without this person. A lot of people celebrating you, and I feel like you're not really enjoying it. You're not super aware when it comes to this situation of everything that's going on for you, but you don't need this person to come in to kind of throw that off and to add to your stress that you're already feeling towards the situation. Now, as far as if they will return back to your life, will they come back? I definitely think so here with Aquarius energy. There's a lot of healing that is going to take place, so you all may grant some kind of closure. I feel like when this happens, though, Sag, it is going to be up to you, because I feel like by the time they come in for this healing, you've already kind of walked away and given up on this, so you're not sure if you want to move back in or not, really lost on what is to happen. But I feel like you open it up and you offer them like love and care and concern. You may even reason with them or give up an apology or something like an apology towards what caused the distance between you all. And you know that this person, either them and or you, feel some kind of way about it. You know, they feel some kind of grudge towards what has happened, and they're almost old and are due this apology, but it's enough to help you kind of break free. There's still some things that haven't been communicated, clarity that you haven't found with this person, or truth that you haven't found with this person. But I do feel like it is in your goal to maybe kind of move towards them. You know, maybe is now this the time to talk about some of these things that we haven't discussed before, that, you know, things we've been hiding from each other, really trying to get an understanding. Because if that goes well, and we can open up this line of communication and have an honest conversation, perhaps we can move towards each other. But I do feel like you're not going to go back into the situation unless everything is unhashed, unless we have some kind of understanding. In the meantime, I don't see you being too sure of them when they approach you. You know, you found a lot of peace, even though, you know, things have changed. Even though you all are still connected, there's still a lot of disharmony there, you know. So we just kind of want to keep the peace and not really disturb it. All right, that is what I have for the third party situation. All right, I hope that helps you all, if you all are involved in that, involved in one. I did see Sag energy out here, Virgo energy, Aquarius energy, a little bit of Gemini, but that level is in reverse. But that, you know, doesn't have to be a sign if you're not dealing with one. Or with any of them, it just explains what was happening. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into... Nope. Sorry, guys. Since we did just finish up the third party energy here, I want to go ahead and give us some messages from your person. Just 3, you know. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the next segment. This was the deck I forgot to pull out, you know. Let's see what your person would like to say to you. Please allow me to be the channel. Welcome to Genesis, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All those involved in third party situations, the person on their mind they're connected to, and the situation, what would they like to say? What would they like to say to Sag? What would they like to say? I took the easy way out. I fear that you will reject me. I focus on you instead of my grief. So perhaps you were dealing with a person who was already unhealed. Now they fear that you'll reject them. And in that situation, when things happen, when you all separated, they just took the easy way out. It says, I scared myself that day. Yes, it is too late. I feel like when they realize when they're met with fear and trying to escape something, and realizing that they have unhealed issues that are now coming to the forefront, I think they kind of lashed out, or some things happened, or they took some actions where they really scared themselves. Like they didn't think that would come out. They weren't sure how it would affect the situation. But they feel like it's too late at this point to kind of repair anything. What's done is done. They don't know what you want from what you wanted from them. But they can definitely read you. They can read your body language. They didn't know how to be what it was that you needed. Possibly that's something you all could talk about with that Ace of Swords being in reverse. If that happens, I feel like they're going to push for that conversation to see if there's anything left, to see if we can still move forward, because they definitely want that with you. They're definitely attracted to you. They still want those things with you, you know. So can we meet eye to eye? Do we really want the same thing? Alright, done with the third party. Let's go ahead and look. Let's see where we can find supportive friends and a support system. Again, if this is something that you have, if this portion does not resonate with you, skip past it, or just, you know, don't really pay any mind to it. You can listen to it if you like. I know sometimes these readings are like interesting, entertainment, meditative, kind of guidance in it, I feel. But I'm just going off of what I've seen in the comments. So let's see, where can they find a support system? Where do they need to look for a support system at this time? For our Sagittarius out there who are alone, who feel like they have no one, where can they find support, peace, and love? Can they find support, peace, and love? You know, I feel like we're too focused on ourselves and we've almost kind of shut ourselves in. You know, there could have been things that you were involved in where you could have worked with other people, but maybe you all just weren't aligned with each other. And I feel like when those partnerships fell apart, you just kind of really turned within and got depressed. Now, you do have things, I feel like you do have like an enjoyment or an interest in still trying to go back into this partnership or go back around this situation and letting them know that you still wanting it, that you still want it and repair it here. When it comes to like reaching out and finding friends, I mean, if that's something that you want, you just have to present yourself friendly. You have to reach out. You have to speak to people. And, you know, I know sometimes this can be stressful. So make sure that you take a break and, you know, you think about what it is that you want and you find peace and you go to work and you handle your responsibilities and you focus on things that you want. And when you see a friendly person, when you see a situation, it's okay to reach back out and be nice. So let's say you're at work and there's a group of people and, you know, you kind of had words with them or just the energy was off. And you're like, you know what, I really did like them. Maybe we just got off to a bad start. When you see them, just, if someone needs help, hey, I got this, da da da. You know, just be nice if it's something that you still want. You know, I don't care what anyone says or how hard anyone is. An apology, a friendly smile, a face, a change in energy can change the situation around. So present yourself friendly. Take your time if you're more of an introvert, which is kind of hard for Sagittarius because I think you guys are kind of extroverts. But take your time, rest, heal, decide what it is that you want, and don't stress out about it so much. Go to work and focus on your tasks and be present. And then if you see a friend, see something that you're interested in or a group that you want to be a part of, put yourself out there. That's part of being that magician. It's part of manifesting, you know. You can't just think about it. You have to make it into a reality here. Now, when it comes to your support system, I see that, yes, you know, you can have a support system, but, you know, you can't be faulty with them. You got to be 100 all the way. You can't look for it how it is your benefit, for your benefit and your benefit only, because it's very stable. I feel like you can have an ally, someone that you're very close with, but maybe you betrayed them or they betrayed you. And after whatever has happened, you really kind of turned yourself in. If this is you in this situation, you need to apologize for your part that you played. Because I feel like there's still love there, but you have to be all the way 100 with them. If someone kind of did this to you, you need to let that person go. But I feel like we're still stuck on situations that didn't work out. And because of that, we haven't re-emerged and decided to connect with anyone, to focus in on our own grief. This could be within a family situation, too, as well. And I feel like there's still room to work this out. You're still in conflict about it, but don't be so harsh. Like, yes, you were hurt, but everybody was hurt. Everybody had a stance. Even if you got hurt the worst, you don't know the other person's intention or how they were looking at it. So just make sure that you hear all sides. You address your feelings, but don't be too forceful with it. You can let people know that you were hurt and how things angered you, but don't lash out at them, you know, because I feel like there's still talks, and that'll just kind of delay the process in mending this, you know, even if you felt like somebody did you wrong. If you did someone wrong, and if you all both did each other wrong, make sure that you own up to yours too, because you can't go into a situation placing blame on the other person and think that you don't have any, and that they're just going to apologize and just let all yours slide. Like, it has to be equal. We have to work together in this. So I feel like when it comes down to it, you know, I feel like you're in a position to find friends, be it at work, be it in your community, wherever it's at. But if you see something interesting, you got to reach out to it, you know. When it comes to situations that you're sad about, if you're still involved with them, if they're still your family, you still got to work with them, listen to them. If you want them to love and respect you, love and respect them. And sometimes you got to be that bigger person. Sometimes you got to step outside of yourself and change your perspective and realize that, you know, maybe it was you the entire time. Maybe they were there, you know. There's someone you kind of need to make amends with in the past, and they do kind of feel some kind of way about how maybe you rejected them, or maybe you like bailed out on a situation, a commitment or something of that nature. And I feel like you come in for it because you feel that, but you're not there for a long time. You come in with a lot to say about the connection, trying to control it, but really you possibly have trust issues or commitment issues here. And you're only gonna take a chance on it or trust it if it shows an opportunity, something tangible, something you can see. We have trust issues here after someone hurts you. Yeah, you have to kind of let bygones be bygones. The pain is over. feel the pain, grieve the pain, and kind of let it go. And I feel like some of this has been kind of silent, but it's all right to speak how it is that you feel about your pain. Just be a little bit gentle with it, because you want to break away from the unhealthy attachments here with the devil energy here. I feel like there's a lot of fear at the same time, but you don't want to still be bound to what has hurt you. You want to feel it, let it go, and then manifest something new in your life. Because I feel like, you know, you've been kind of taking a step back, maybe from your responsibilities, or maybe from the pleasure in life, you know, really enjoying yourself as a mother or as someone who can birth and create new things, and you just went ahead and said it's a responsibility I have to take care of. You know, not trusting anything else that isn't tangible, something you can't see. See the guidance on finding friends, obtaining friends here. Scorpio energy. Yeah. Could be a Scorpio, could be a Gemini. This is someone who you have a close relationship with. You all could already be friends or know each other here. If not, this could also be, I feel like it's a situation that you need to kind of re-emerge in. But, you know, you've kind of taken a break from it, and you haven't really reached back out in some time. And I feel like the healing is done. I feel like whatever happened caught you off guard, possibly. Maybe you felt a little bit attacked, but I do feel like some time has passed for you to have healed. I feel like you have kind of found peace with it. Don't hold on to the grudge when you get ready to re-emerge. I see that you're very focused, but you can also, you know, take your time away from what you're focused on and focus on, you know, that supportive friendship that you need, that social interaction that you need, and you may just find a best friend. Yeah, you haven't talked to this person in a while. Yeah, you've just been focusing in on work, really trying to build your confidence. If they tried to reach out to you, you haven't really seen it as anything true. You don't want to give to them. You think that maybe they want your money, or they want to be friends for what it is you can do for them here. But I do feel like this is a time for healing and repair. You've overcome this enough. Drop that burden here. You don't got to spend a lot of time with them. You can visit with them. You can have a friend. You can do activities with them, you know. And I don't think they want your money, and you don't have to give it. Okay, that's what I have for if you need a support system. I hope that helps. You know, for whoever it's relating to it, that's what I got. That's the message. Let's go ahead and let's do a health checkup and guidance, and then we're going to look into regaining stability, love, and health. Okay, might be a little bit more of a longer reading for you guys, but it is a bonus. Okay, it is what it is. I'm not the mind, I'm not the body. My eyes are the windows to my soul. Please allow me to be the channel. Open me up to the collective energy of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, heavy placements. If you all haven't already, please go ahead and like the video or dislike the video. Let me know how you feel about it so far. If you haven't made a decision, no rush. Wait till the end. Comment how you feel. Chit chat with me. Subscribe if you haven't. I do also offer personal readings. Anything you need on me and my social media contacts, please see the links in the bio. Everything is there. My link tree is there. Alright guys, let's go ahead. I'm not the mind, I'm not the body. My eyes are the windows to my soul. Show me the status of their health, those living with an ailment. Show me the status of their health here. Status of their health here. Status of their health. All right, we are definitely in recovery. There's still some things that you may not know here, but I feel like this is a rebirth. So if you've gone through something that's been hard on you, it actually was more like a blessing in disguise. You will rise from this. There will be something after this. I do feel like the road ahead, though, has not been completely revealed to you. There are some things that, you know, you may not know, some things that, you know, you still may be discovering here as this information comes available. But I do feel like we are in a sense of caring for it, recovering, finding some kind of stability. We just don't know the road ahead here, but it's not what you think it is. Now this could be a little costly. You know, you could have maybe had to walk away from some things for some time. I do see with that Four of Pentacles in reverse, maybe lost assets or some kind of security or stability here. It could be pretty costly for you here, but I see we're recovering from some of that. Have a lot of strength. Don't fall weak. Be strong. Yo, be strong. Be strong. There is healing after this here. I feel like you're not trusting your intuition. If you start to feed like the negativity portion of it and start to feel sorry for yourself, I feel like your intuition is telling you like, yes, this was a horrible news, horrible for you to find out, horrible for you to be going through, but love and take care of yourself. Have faith in yourself and trust your intuition. You know, everything is a plan. Everything is a part of your destiny here, you know. Yeah, definitely not what you want to hear. Right now, you could be hearing a lot of bad news. Maybe looking at it from a selfish standpoint because you don't have that good health that you wanted, you know. And you're not sure, you know, you're just ready to kind of let go of things and just be lost. Like whatever's to happen is to happen, but you don't have any hope. You're already sad. But I feel like there's some things that you don't know, some things that haven't been revealed. So continue on the journey. It may not be as bad as you think or for as long as you think. If you've been on any kind of treatment, things may be improving. And we're just collecting data at this time. And you don't have the results that you want, so you're like pouting. But there's still things that haven't been revealed to you yet. There's still some truth that someone is either trying to see, or that is fighting and searching to get for you here, so that way we can know better how we need to build together. But they are working with you on this. You are not alone. They will help get you out of conflict, help you find mental peace too, especially if you don't feel like you can accept help from everyone. I feel like if you rejected help from someone in the past and you just decide to like trust your doctor or trust another individual, that person has kind of released it. You know, they're not sure how they can help you. They don't know what lies ahead, but at the same time, you know, it's not really their responsibility, so they kind of let it go. They don't feel like you're being honest with them about what's going on for whatever reason, and you get defensive when they ask about it. So they're like, you know what, I'm just gonna let it go and just kind of see what happens. But they hope the best for you. All in all, don't worry. And the guidance for the health is that I do see that we are recovering here. We need to be consistent on this though. We need to make sure that we have stability around us, no in and out energies. People who support your happiness, it's fine if they want to send messages and things, but they can't come in and make sure that you're happy and leave, because I feel like that also is a part of your healing process, the people that are around you here. And you have to be consistent, and you cannot skip out on things once things start to get better, or once they start to get too hard, like, you know what, I don't want to do this. There is happiness on the other side. You know, don't fall victim to like desires and say, you know what, I'm going to cheat myself today and not do what I'm supposed to do because this looks fun. You know, don't go running and chasing for it because you're getting tired of happiness showing up for you while you're recovering. Stay responsible. Do what you're supposed to do all the way out. Get your boundaries in check, and you can still have fun. You can still do things, but within the parameters that have been set for your health, yo. Period. And that's what's going to help you really get back out. It's almost like restarting the system here. Other people may not understand you, especially if you talk very blatantly about what it is you're going through and about what it is that you want yourself. It could be too harsh. Take time to heal if you need to heal. Don't explain that process to people, you know, because they don't understand what you're going through. So where you may offend them, or where they may feel like you're saying no, you don't need their assistance, I think you're just trying to assert yourself, not trying to have anything weigh you down, really trying to keep your spirits up. And people could be misunderstanding that and getting offended here. But I feel like whatever you lost in this process, you're not worried about it. You know, you're just going to kind of be free and let things happen as they're supposed to. And I do feel like that you're just going to focus and do what it is you can do. Whatever you lost, you can get back. You know, and you're really dependent on that happening for you and you being able to turn this around. So if someone doesn't understand you, or if it's too harsh, just maybe be a little bit nicer. If they still get offended, then maybe they're not meant to be with you along this journey while you heal. At the end of the day, all feelings aside from other people, you got to do what you need to do to get yourself back. Be gentle, you know, don't be careless with people. But you know, you don't need anything toxic. You don't need to be arguing. You just really need to protect yourself at this time. Let me see what I have for health. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Those health check reading. Those dealing with health issues. We need a health reading looking for it. What do we have in regards to their health today? Angel Answers deck, Oracle deck. What do we have in regards to their health? I knew that card was going to come out. Meditation brings answers. Says no. Within the next few months. So whatever you were thinking about, it says no. I think if you were thinking you were doomed here health-wise, no. But within the next few months, you should start to see something a little bit more grander. Ask help from others when you need it. It says be assertive too at the same time. So be assertive with your healing and the things that you set in place for yourself, your routine, your boundaries, whatever that may be. Follow the instructions. Let your doctor know what it is that you need. Be assertive in this situation. But also don't be too prideful where you can't ask people for help. Sorry, my camera stopped. I must have ran out of room. Let's see. So we got a yes, no need to worry. So I think if you're worried about healing, you will heal. What does healing look like for him? Compromise here, and yes, no need to worry came out again. So no need to worry. This card reminds me of Sagittarius because of the 2 worlds. So yes, I feel like you will heal. Ask help from others. That'll be a great benefit to you. Within the next few months, I do think you'll hear some good news. But I do think compromise is in order. So life may be changing a little bit for a little while or whatnot. But I think this no is like, no, the worst that you're thinking isn't happening. It's not over yet. You still have more life left in you. And be very assertive here about your healing and what it is you need and getting clarity on things. Okay, right. Now we are going to look into regaining stability, love, and health. Regaining it, maintaining it, and then that's going to be our read, guys. Not the mind, not the body. My eyes are going to listen to my soul. Please allow me to get the channel. Please open me up to the collective energies of Sagittarius, Sun, and Venus. Heaven placements with Sagittarius in your chart. Thank you now for clear and accurate messages. And thank you for all the accurate messages we've gotten thus far. Whoever it touches with whoever it reaches. How can they regain and maintain stability in their life? Show me how they can regain stability in their life here. Can they maintain it? How can they regain love? Sagittarius. I like that. Alright, and how can they regain good health? Alright guys, alright, bottom of the deck here. So keep multitasking, take a break if you need it to focus on issues, but I think you need to kind of go back and forth in your mind about what really needs your attention right now. What's the biggest stress that you need to take care of so you can kind of lighten your load a little bit, especially if you're doing things on your own. Now when it comes down to regaining stability, you know, you may feel a tad bit lost, you may feel a little bit lonely here, but I feel like you are going somewhere. While you are feeling a little bit lost and you're not sure what to do, this is not a time to be giving your time and our energy to other people, your money to other people. We should kind of hold back on our spending at this time, where we exert our energy at, until we're sure where we're going, because we don't want to waste anything. We don't want to give foolishly. If we don't know where we're going, all of our resources remain ours. Our time is needed and dedicated to us until we can get on a better scale. I do feel like a time for that is ending here. You know, you may not be able to end it or have closure with a certain person who could have promised you help, or someone who's always been encouraging to you and you thought that they would have been there. I do feel like, you know, it's like, I don't have that anymore. That didn't prove to be something that I could rely on here. I thought it was all of my support. I do find happiness, or I really enjoy their friendship, but they couldn't be there for me the way that I thought they could have. So I'm really kind of in this alone. But I do feel like that cycle is ending. Realizing that about this situation is kind of like the ripping off that band-aid and really allowing you to move forward. And I think you might leave this situation because you need to be independent from it right now here. Yes, to focus on your gains here, releasing yourself from this situation. Things will start coming in a lot quicker once you stop waiting on someone to show you the support they've been promising you or saying that they were giving to you all along. You'll become so reliant on them. They'll feel guilty and try to come back once you get moving on, and once they see you manifesting. But it looks easy to them, but it wasn't easy. So during this time, your guidance is not to really give to other people. Only give to those you are responsible for, those that are giving to you. But if it's someone that constantly takes from you, you don't have anything to give to them. This is someone who's non-committal, and you're unsure how you should move forward with them here. And I feel like it possibly upsets you, or they get upset easily. Yeah, especially if you call them out on it and don't feel like they're someone you can commit to. I mean, they have a lot to say to try to change how you feel. I mean, it's just disappointment all the way around for you, for them. just disappointment. They could have just showed up a little bit more. I can't give to you right now while I'm going through what I'm going through. I have a lot that I have to get back, stability that I'm trying to find. So I can't spend as much. I can't hang out with you. I can't give you my time. I gotta focus. When I'm alone, I need to be finding out where I'm going, getting comfortable with myself. Not putting in time into you. That's not helping me move further. Regaining love in your life here. Give yourself time to heal. You haven't really been focusing on your healing here. You haven't really been doing the work, you know. You haven't really been working on yourself when it comes to that, praying for your healing, you know. Trying to figure out where it was you went wrong at and what it is you desire in a relationship. You're not even focusing on commitment at all. So make sure that you heal your heart, you know, so that way when you're ready, you can get ready to focus back in on love. But I do feel that while you're hurt, while you know, you need to heal, no one's going to be able to come in because you're not even looking to commit. You really just have to make it a goal to really repair yourself, especially if it's something that your heart is still stuck on. You need to put in time and effort to healing that, and it could take some time here, but really all it takes is rest and rejuvenation, and don't rush yourself to face things that you're not ready to face yet. If you need to take time to heal on things, do it one step at a time, you know, but don't just ignore it altogether. I do feel like as you do that, you know, your trust might get a little bit better, because I see you might be kind of weary and very defensive at this time, just because yeah, as you go through and heal, you're going to unleash a lot of old wounds, you know, that may be like, oh, how did my life end up this way? So you just don't trust anyone moving forward because of what has happened, and you're expecting them to bring turmoil into your life or for turmoil to come in. So I feel like you get very defensive. But what happens is a lot of stuff comes towards you and you don't give it a chance to give you the honest truth, to have clarity or true understanding. You cut it off before it can come in, break the communication. And I feel like, you know, that new influx of energy could be very healing to you. You could find everything that you want in that. So you just, yeah, especially when it comes to your foundation and giving you something long term, but we're still fighting with ourselves or with energies around us instead of focusing on our healing. Regaining health. Stop worrying. Release your mind. Keeping your mind in prison. That's your biggest troubles here when it comes to health, is your mind. You know, I'm always told, my grandmother always tells me, the mind is stronger than the body. Where the mind goes, you know, the body will follow. You know, I feel like you've had tower situations in the past when it comes to your health, but I do feel like those are over. You know, I feel like you've almost kind of stopped yourself. You're almost over paranoid because you don't want to mess up anything because of what has happened. But I feel like Spirit is telling you, do not worry. You want to get your health back out? Do not worry. Because it's not doing you any benefit. It's not allowing you to move forward. It's keeping you stuck in that past situation that kind of turned things around. And there's really nothing to worry about. In order to maintain it, just remain hopeful. You know, look for new beginnings to come in. Look for ways that you can be proactive to assist in your health. There are definitely things to still work out, because I feel like as you're getting ready to get your life back, I see this here health-wise, getting ready to get your life back, there's still some things that we need to be clear to make sure that the path ahead is very smooth here. There have to be some things that maybe you loved, or some discord that you've been keeping in your life that you felt you needed, that you have to separate from, because they just don't benefit your overall health. And we're trying to be proactive. We're trying to be powerful. We're trying to change the outcome, the narrative of this. And I feel like if we do it right and we really assert ourselves, you know, speak life over ourselves and move our lives that way, we're going to get this rebirth, this new rejuvenation here in life. Which, if you were here when we started the love reading, I believe I got this card. Right? Yeah, I think I did. So, you know, y'all double check me on that. I'll look. But I think I got that. But the only way to healing is to, you know, have some will, have some determination, and say, I'm going to manifest it. If something doesn't work out for me, then I'm just going to have to kind of, you know, separate from it. For some of you, it could even be a love relationship that just brings in too much stress, that just isn't working out, and you need all your energy, and that situation is just stuck. It ain't moving nowhere. It's painful. It's always painful. And we just have to, you know, bring forth a new beginning in our life and see what Spirit has for us. I think once it's over here health-wise, I think you'll realize all that you've went through and all that you've been carrying, and it really brings in a lot of confidence, you know, because you've had to carry a heavy burden thus far. You know, you've done a lot and you were able to overcome. So I think you're really open to a brand new opportunity, walking away with some success, maybe not as much responsibility on you. Maybe those who you have, you know, done something for are now the ones cheering you on, and you're just kind of free, really trying to, you know, see what you can produce and manifest in this life. You have people coming to you now, offering you things of how you can move forward, things they want to do with you, opportunities you may or may not be interested in. Some you may like dabble into, but not anything for the long term. You know, you don't really want to build anything. That could bring some kind of stress, but you're just trying to be open to what is to come, what is going to be revealed to you, and not trying to rush anything, not trying to rush love or happiness. Even if you've had to break away from certain people, be it multiple people you were dating or third-party situations, it's like, I'm only after love now. And if it's not here, it's because it's not the right time. But because of what I've gone through, it's kind of renewed my faith, so I'm open to see what is to come in the future. Really trusting your intuition. Realizing in the past that you were really dependent on those things that hurt you, the pain. It became a habit. It became something you were reliant on that really blocked your awareness to things going on around you and how blessed you really were. You're finding your strength. No longer wishy-washy energy. Show me what it is you have to offer up front. Still may be trouble dealing with people that you used to be in a relationship with or finding some kind of stability, but we are on our way back to recovery. We will overcome, exploring new options, open up to new perspectives, and people still watching you do what you've been doing, maintaining. You're so focused you don't see them. You've detached. You've made your decision and found balance and happiness in your life and order. You know, not to say that you're completely healed from this relationship. I think there's still some things that are still stuck, and that's because the other person still has some sort of control over it here. They only come back when they feel guilty, but this has always been a past cycle. Look, y'all got the whole deck. Y'all got my home mini Rider-Waite deck, guys. Alright, let's see what messages here we have for Sag. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in regards to the entire reading. What messages do we have for our Sagittarius energy? Just going to pull 4 for us. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Things like internal, external energies opening up to the signs. Sagittarius. Let's just see what I have for them. This one actually had already fell out on the floor. One more. And then of course we will check the bottom of the deck. KKK. So we have claircognizance, Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Courage, Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Clairvoyance, Archangel Raziel. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. And then we have Beloved, Archangel Chamuel. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Bottom of the deck, Sag. We have Clear Your Space, Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter. Clear the energy around you and use feng shui. Anything old you've been getting tired of looking at that just kind of been sitting there collecting dust, either dust it off and make it pretty or remove it. Put it in the closet for another season. Throw it out. Whatever you've been thinking about doing with it, but just change your area. Rearrange your room if it's time. You know, clean up. Dust. Get it together. That's what that feng shui card means. It means it's just time to reset the energy. I know it's cold, but crack a window or something and really get moving around, you know. If you keep your home clean, if it's getting too together for you, it's just time to switch it up. You know. Clean it up. One or the other. You decide whatever resonates for you. That's your reading, Sag. That's your bonus. I hope you all enjoyed it.